This particular unsub, he's under the delusion that since tornadoes have the power to take life, conversely, they should have the power to restore it. So he tries to chase the tornadoes. He doesn't do it like storm chasers would. He actually gets in the path of tornadoes, and he gets off on the power of them and the violence of them. He's a symphorophiliac in a lot of ways. A symphorophiliac is another sort of big profiling word we drop in the episode. It's someone who's sexually aroused by natural disasters. Normally it's traffic accidents or fires, perhaps, that they started. This guy, it's all about weather.
I think the script is really exciting. It adds a great visual element to the story, and then you have the psychological element that always plays through on this show. So whenever you have a great opportunity to do some visual stuff and the psychological stuff combined, it's always a lot of fun. The trick is to find a way to generate the size of the storm we need to do and get it done on an 8-day schedule.
It's an accumulation of a lot of little things. So whenever we're inside, we try to find spots where we could mist the windows or have sort of greens outside blowing in the wind. Anytime we're doing what's called poor man's process, which is when you're driving but not really driving, we tried to add visual effects there too. It's really just a buildup of a lot of little tiny things. That's all the weather. The intent was to make the weather another character, sort of another monster in the piece. And I think it's going to work.
My first reaction is excitement. They decided to go for it, so we're developing a whole tornado sequence that's going to tear apart the shed and lift the RV that's behind me, and also lift a couple characters up into the sky. We have a couple major tornado sequences in the show. One is a daytime sequence in a trailer park where we see a tornado approaching out the window of one of the mobile homes, and then end up outside seeing the tornado completely shred one of the mobile homes that the characters are in. And then we go to this big night sequence we're shooting tonight. The hero sequence, where the guy walks into the tornado, will end up being a number of different layers that we need to piece together in order to add the digital storm in the background. We'll have a lot of special effects working with practical wind and debris flying around. And then it's really important that the trees in the area are blowing effectively. So we'll shoot each tree one at a time, pointing all the fans we have at each tree. Then we'll end up shooting our characters over a green screen so we can separate them from the storm and put the storm in behind them. And finally, we'll clean out all those elements that are going to get sucked up into the storm, including a shack and the Winnebago and the characters, and shoot the whole scene empty, at which point we'll replace all those elements with computer-generated elements that we can digitally tear apart and then lift up into the storm.
Just let him go and we can help you. We don't need your help.
The feeling I'd like to see is, holy, this happens at night. So there's going to be a lot of tight shots that really represent the intensity of the wind. And when the characters look up to see the tornado 100 feet away from them, I want it to be shocking and surprising and overwhelming, and just put you in the mind of the characters that this is an unbelievable situation that they're in, and it's dangerous.
We gotta go! We gotta go!
This is the climax of the story, and they've tracked this guy. He's trying to assemble body parts from different people he's murdered to reanimate his brother, and he's just found the head, and he's about to detach it from some unfortunate young man.
Ain't got time for this. It's coming now. You want the hard way or the easy way?
And in this scene, he is waiting for the storm to come in, this tornado to come in, so he can actually, I guess, get a bolt of lightning to make it all happen.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure, Matt. With the body one more time, Alex. See how you bring it out.
Typically, it would be a 2-week process to create this body. It's all silicone construction, and so the end result is very similar to human weight. So this figure here is about 125, 140 pounds.
Oh my God.
This would be like an ideal, a good, clean body. And then with the discussions with the director and the prop master and someone determining like where the injuries occurred, where the arms were chopped off in this instance with an axe, and then this leg is more mummified since it's an older, presumably a year, 2 years in decay as part of the script. So there's a lot of elements that went into this effect.
The ending is actually quite emotional because by this point we feel for this man who's lost his brother early in his life and is trying to reanimate him. So by the time he walks up into just kind of gives himself and his brother to the storm, it's pretty moving.
He's just, you know, your average guy who is trying to bring his brother back to life. They got wind machines going on and debris flying in every orifice and down my back, and it's awesome. This is the best. I've wanted to play the unsub on this show ever since it came out, so I was just so excited. This is a dream role, honestly. I love this stuff, and I hope to play more and more of these sickos. My grandma doesn't want me to, though. She wants me to play the hero who comes in on a horse or something. Sorry, Grandma.
We gotta go! We gotta go!